made with you, I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you, my color bright. I ain't finna fade with you, man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on E.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. A huge play there for Washington, and even 40 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
30 base. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Smith. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, orbit.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Go. Ready. Kill.
On first down, Wentz. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ryan Anderson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On third and long, it's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 15-yard line.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the...
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. In for the score. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Wentz now on first down. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Clement. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 25 on second down. Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wentz now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
46 down, man. 5-4.
From the red zone now, Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one in SoCal. The Vikings and the Chargers from Dignity Health Sports Park. Coverage at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific on EA Sports. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Here we go. Right.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Wentz. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. Waiting! Number 53! Mike 53! 2 jet!
Now this time, Wentz will throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
It's caught by Jackson. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
throwing again on second down. Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Smith throwing again. And the crossing route complete. That's Richardson. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is, and, of course, the blocking.
Now a hit and a loose football, and the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Wentz defers to Clement. About 3 yards there to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Wentz looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Ready? 15, 1, 59.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12 and out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your strength.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Again, it's Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Peterson. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Got a man, it's the rookie, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go. Waiting. Let's go. Pick it up, D. 357.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. His throw caught at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. Got him in. Open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 6th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Dotson with a grab over the middle. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now, the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To Thompson on the draw. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Oh, a lot of contact right there. No call. Maybe got away with one.
What are you doing questioning the contact on that play? Let them play. And, you know, it was a late-game situation. And I think that probably played into it. The officials, they won't let the players determine it down the stretch.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Another run with Sanders. And, boy, this Redskin defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Smith and the Redskins now down 18-17, a minute 16 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And Reed with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. They run. Peterson. He was brought down by Kamu Brugier-Hill. Haskins gets him up to the line as quick as he can. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. They still need one completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have one last shot.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions.